Hello, guys, and welcome to what is a cool idea, I think. Um, I'm fighting for a championship with the Mazda MX-5 in Assetto Corsa, and I wanted to practice for next week's race. And as soon as I saw that it was Barcelona, I was kind of thrown off because I had never driven the track in any sim, being that iRacing, Formula One, Assetto Corsa, never driven it. So, since I'm not doing anything special today, I decided to record the process of learning a track because I thought you guys might be interested in it. So, yeah, as you can see, I have 0 kilometers driven on the track and almost 22,000 driven on the Mazda. Yuck. Um, so, yeah, um, we're gonna be running the first laps, showing you my train of thought, and hopefully you guys can learn something from it. So, yeah, let's get into it. All right, so we're here. Setup wise, I have no idea where the track goes. So I'm just gonna load a setup that I normally take as a baseline from what I've seen of the track. I see it's a fast-paced, long corner, so I have a setup just for that. So I think something like this, maybe. Yeah, let's do this. Um, Tire pressures, I have no idea, so we're just gonna go square pressures all around, like 15, 20 liters. It's okay. Just gonna make sure the setup is the same all around. I think a little bit more of this. Yeah, I think we can go. Do a little bit this number because this car seems to work better on high-speed tracks when it has a little bit more reverse rake. Normally you don't use reverse rake on race cars, but on this car specifically, I think it works well because it's very low powered. So anything you can do to keep the front end light uh, and rotating, it's gonna help you improve your momentum. So that's what it's all about with this car. So yeah, I think we're good to go. World record seems to be a 201.385. We need to see if that's real or cheated, because there are a few cheated records on Assetto Corsa, unfortunately. So let's go. We're just gonna take it easy. Try to not make any big mistakes, because big mistakes are gonna, they just aren't helpful at all. You're not building confidence. You're not really discovering the limit that much. So we're just gonna ease into it as if we were in real life, where there's your life at stake. Looks like third gear, long sweeper. Yeah, I've seen this in Formula One, so probably second gear, more like third. Okay. Looks like third. Oh, curbs are aggressive. Now, is this flat? Yeah, easy flat. Oh, not in the curb. Okay. Yeah, looks like tire temperatures are gonna be a problem, which most tracks it normally is a problem. This is no different. Oh, very oversteered. Yeah, the car's rotating a lot under power. that apex. Right, really important, that exit, because the straight after it's gonna be huge. A lot of opportunity for overtake, possibly even a double draft. And I don't know if that's the real name of it, but double drafting is what I call when you draft someone, overtake them, and then they get your draft and get another opportunity to overtake. So yeah, really long straight. Don't know the braking reference there. Probably after the 100 board. We are a solid 7 seconds off the pace. No worries. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to bump up the pressures on the right side, but we're not gonna do it yet because we're still going slow, so those pressures might creep up as the pace increases. So here, keep in mind, don't use the curbs. Oh, it's so slippery. Yeah, there's zero grip. It seems to me that this track is gonna be hard to drive, or hard to go fast at, I should say, because this happens quite a bit with the Mazda. These fast tracks with a lot of straights, the car, oh, terrible. The car really benefits from low temperatures, because low temperatures increase the horsepower, because colder air is denser, so there's more air going into the engine. And but what also happens is that the tires get really cold, because the Mazda has a tire compound that is way too hard for sprint races, and yeah, it's just cold most of the time. When it's okay is when the air and track temperatures are really high, but then, as I said, the air is less dense, so the car is really slow on straight. So the faster way around the track is gonna be low temperatures. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard to drive. Try to carry a little bit more momentum, easy flat here. Always shift the car at 6500 RPM. A lot of people think that it's low powered, you have to wring it out, but it's not the case here. The power really falls off after 6500, so do that always. Except when you don't need to change a gear, like Lime Rock, the last sector at Lime Rock, or the uphill section at Mugello. Those are just a few examples. So yeah, keep it third gear here. Keep it nice and settled.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
Thank you, Martin Brundle. Is that... No, it's not Martin Brundle. That's Murray Walker, right? Yeah, I'm not too big on my British commentators. Being from Brazil, we know a lot about Galvão Bueno. And if you guys are also Brazilians, you know what I'm talking about. Late apex, second gear. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the tires are just stone cold. Yeah, trying to carry a little bit more pace. Yeah, I'm really screwing up that chicane. Right. Two 07s. Huh. So yeah, you can see I finished the lap and it takes so long for my time to get registered because my internet is really slow. I mean, I have the internet connection, but it's non-existent, basically. So yeah, we're gonna try to take this leaderboard into consideration. I don't know if the times are real or not. We're gonna see. And I have a good gauge on who to trust. There are always some familiar names up top. Thankfully, I'm one of them sometimes. And yeah, we're quite a bit off the pace still, as you would expect. There's just no grip there. Zero grip. We might have to go back to the pits and bump up those pressures. I think we made a mistake on the setup. I think the car's too stiff. But since we are still learning, I'm gonna use this baseline that I know. And then once we start reaching those hard limits, we can make changes.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Yeah, the grip is just non-existent. Non-existent. That's really hard. Okay, another solid improvement. But yeah, that time is just... we're way too far off. Way too far. And I have also never seen that guy before, so... I mean, it's fair. He can be really fast without me knowing him, but
Awesome drive, you've just improved your best lap time.
awesome drive. I know we're not driving that well, but not 4.5 seconds off, that's for sure. I hope it's not too weird for you guys to watch this video without having a steering wheel. But I already have a steering wheel in front of me, so I don't need to. I think the in-game steering wheel tracks me way too much. But if you guys complain enough, I might just turn it off, or on, I should say. It seems to me that I could benefit from going wider on entry. And that's still within legal lines on the track. But I feel like there's a bit too much of a banking as you go down the curb. And I think that unsettles the car a bit too much. God, this corner is so awkward. Because second gear is too short and third gear is way too long. So we have no engine braking, we don't have traction. So we are already going downhill on cold tires. And there's also an engine that's pushing us forward. So it's really awkward to get the car turned there. We might have to do some second gear shenanigans there. Still think I haven't gotten this section down yet. And I need one thing that's really important. You cannot create references on moving objects. That being shadows, lighting. In game you can use the rubbering of the track, but in real life that is due to change. So it's really bad. On that last chicane I'm still using that shadow as a reference because it's so predominant there. I just can't see any other thing. But I need to find a different braking reference for that corner. That's for sure. So brake earlier here. Yeah, some tracks are really hard to... Well, let's try something here. The Gran Turismo special, huh? Just downshift on turn in, and then upshift before you accelerate. Ah, way too wide there. Yeah. Big moment there. Yeah, the curves are too brutal. I don't think you can use them. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, we've done quite a few laps. So, one thing that I always preach is that resting is as important, if not even more important, than practice. There is such a thing as overtraining, and actually, your brain has a lot of regenerative power after you've done an exercise, a new exercise. So you actually learn more from resting than training. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab some lunch, I'm gonna watch someone's hot lap, and then we will be back later. So yeah, for you guys it's gonna be 1 second. So yeah, be right back. So we're back. I tried watching some stuff, and yeah, P1 is definitely not right. The time that he did is fast even for the MotoGP version of the track, which goes across those two last corners, so the second to last corner and the chicane. So that's impossible. We're gonna have to keep improving and see where the times start to or where the times stop being realistic. So I rearranged my screen a little bit because watching the video back, I realized that there was a lot of stuff being blocked by my webcam. So should be better now, and my steering wheel doesn't work. So yeah, let's fix it. Okay, we're back. I restarted the game. That took way too long because Content Manager had to download some stuff, and that took about 15 minutes, what should have taken 2 seconds. So since I had to restart the game, I increased the temperatures so it's a little bit easier to drive. We don't need to focus that much on pace now. Pace is just a reference as to how we're doing. So let's warm back up and see how we do. Yeah, I feel like we could benefit from a few changes on the setup. You can see that the car is once I'm done turning and I need to transition to the other side, the car still wants to keep rotating. And on the way I drive and the way I set up my car, that is normally an indication that the front end is too low compared to the rear. So we're gonna keep doing some laps, and once I decide to go into the pits, I am definitely going to fix that. The sweet spot for my setups is normally having a little bit of it, but not too much. The way it's showing up now, it's actually making the car slower. So we're gonna fix that. Maybe increase the rebound on the rear by 1 click, because this corner the car just it gets into that sliding behavior that I like and that I strive for on my setups, but then it oversaturates the rear and it starts stepping out. So we're talking minor adjustments. We still need to find the general direction of the setup we're gonna need, but solid improvement now. I'm excited to see where we land on the leaderboard. I'm guessing somewhere around the mid 204s for this track. It's gonna be the fast time. Still not very clear to me some of the lines that I need to take, because as I said, I couldn't find anything relevant on YouTube for a hot lap. Interesting. I might be able to exit that corner on top of that inside curb, because the way I'm doing it now, I'm going all the way out, but then I need to keep pulling the car to the inside to avoid the curbs, but that's really yeah, that's not what the car wants to do. Yeah, you see a lot of rotation there mid-corner, which normally is good, but not like that. Another okay improvement. Let's keep in mind that we're still using race fuel, so not doing any hot laps right now. Overshot it. Okay, let's change some stuff. I'm gonna drop the fuel a little bit to a quality trim. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this down. Normally, the sweet spot of reverse rake for me is 4 millimeters difference front and rear. I do this in any setup, and because I generally think that it's faster. It doesn't necessarily feel the best. Having a more pronounced front end grip normally makes you think that you are going faster because you can feel the front end more. You can have the car a little bit more under control, but the Delta doesn't really feel the same way. So yeah, the only thing in the world that doesn't lie is the clock. So we always trust the Delta. We did minimal change, but we should be a little bit more comfortable and also faster. Yeah, unfortunately the Delta didn't yeah, I can use the curve. The Delta didn't update, so we might have to manually check Radiator's Champ website, because that's where the leaderboard is hosted. I'm hoping to not see a 203, but we probably will. Okay, good news. It looks like we are 3/10 of the world record. Number one guy is clearly doing the MotoGP layout. His first sector is slow, his second sector is slow, and the third sector is super fast. So that's it. There is a guy, number two, that has a time that is really low compared to the others, and his first sector time is super duper low. So I'm guessing quite a bit of air and track temperature exploiting and possibly even draft, because his first sector is half a second faster than everybody else. So that's a lot. So yeah, we are looking for a P3 on the leaderboard. That's gonna be the world record that we're looking for. So I'm gonna put a screenshot of the leaderboard right now, so just you can see what I'm talking about. But man, I'm pumped. Now we have something to go for. So let's do it. Ooh, that is close, guys. We are really close.
You just improved your best lap time. Good
Yep.
job.
Airlink is the time I trust. He's really commonly leading those leaderboards. There is the guy in front of him. His first sector time is very indicative of a really strong draft. But since it's so close to Airlink, we're gonna go for that too. But we are really, really close right now. Yes! Yes, we got it, boys. We got it. Yeah, yeah, we got it, but I don't really feel like the lap is optimized. I mean, our mission is complete. We now know officially our way across this track. But yeah, there's a lot to go further. In LFM, during the week, we're probably going to go down into the low fours. That's just something that happens. I mean, yeah, I had a good practice session here with you guys. But as the week goes on, you find a 10th here, a 10th there, trying different setups and just earning more experience around the track. So yeah, I will try to keep you guys updated after this. Probably even post a track guide for this track, hopefully at a low 204. So man, I'm happy. I'm glad I got this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys learned something, that would mean the world to me. So if it's your first time here, you can subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more active here and post more interesting and informative content like this. And if you want to be a little bit closer to me, not in that way, you fucking weirdo, you can join my community on Discord, where we exchange a lot of information, setups, and every sort of thing sim racing related. So we are building quite a cool tight knit group there, so I'm really pleased with the results. And yeah, I will see you guys next video and hopefully on my community. So yeah, thank you. Bye.